Hi, and welcome to Omni Edition Garden City. I am Dan York, and with me for the first program of 2018 is Dan Plamondon, the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Garden City. Welcome back to our studio.
And thanks for having me.
You have a lot of events coming up, and that's why we wanted to get together and talk with you today. A busy time coming up for not only the ice arena, but Parks and Recreation.
Very busy. The rink is in full swing, as you know. We have a big charity event, which will be our 5th annual charity hockey game. It's called Hockey for Heroes, featuring Garden City Police and Firemen versus the Michigan Warriors. That'll take place next Saturday at the arena from 2 to 4 p.m. All the proceeds are going towards PTSD awareness, and it'll be a great family event. Again, it's at 2 o'clock next Saturday,
January 13th.
Yep, and we're looking forward to a great turnout, and all the money's going towards a great cause. And lots of other great events going on at the arena. We got lots of youth hockey games and figure skating, lessons for hockey and basic skills, learn to skate programs going on. And then in addition to just our regular drop-in programs, people want to come open skate, drop in hockey, and all our information's available on our website.
And your website is?
www.gcicearena.com.
All right, and you can always get to the Parks and Recreation websites via the city website, gardencitymi.org. But the Parks and Recreation with separate websites because of unique needs within Parks and Recreation. Let's go back to the Hockey for Heroes game. So this started out, and I know this is not your event specifically, so I'm maybe putting you at a loss here. But it started out, it was the cops and the firemen, right?
Correct. Yeah, the first event that we held, and again, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, it featured Garden City Police versus the firemen. There was a different charitable focus. They would pick possibly the food pantry or maybe youth sports organizations. And it kind of morphed into what it is today, where they combine the two teams, police and fire, to have, I guess, a stronger team to face a team from the area, the Michigan Warriors, which is made up of veterans and people that are obviously hockey players. That their mission and their idea is to do these charitable hockey games in the area and raise money for charitable functions like PTSD awareness.
Sure, very good. So a very great cause to come out and support. Again, January 13th, beginning at 2 o'clock and until about 4 o'clock, right?
Correct, yep.
And there's 50-50 raffles and all kinds of things going on, baskets people can bid on.
They'll have charitable items you can bid on, 50-50, and really, it's really what I would consider one of the Ice Arena's marquee events, where we have a lot of the folks throughout the city, the mayor, council, the rec commission. We have the police and fire department represented. I know our state senator, Dave Kniezek, plays on the team, so he'll be on the ice. So even if you're not a big hockey fan, it's a good family fun event to come out to.
Okay. Obviously, people can't miss what's going on over your shoulder, and even though the event isn't amped for quite a while, the Great Bacon Run changed the date, but the signups have already begun.
Correct. Yep. So in addition to what's going on in the department right now with softball signups coming up and pavilion rentals, we're really promoting what I would call a relaunch of the Bacon Run. It'll still be held in Garden City. It's not going to be held downtown. It'll start and finish out of Garden City Park.
Okay.
So with that comes a variety of new things. We have the traditional 5K run walk. We have the Kids Fun Run. And we've added 2 new events. We've added a 10K run, which is 6.2 miles, and we're doing an event called a double Bacon Run for people that might be training for maybe a half marathon or a marathon.
All right.
You can combine running the 5K and the 10K to run 9.3 miles.
Okay.
So, and there's a cost savings to doing that.
Sure.
So all those events will take place on Saturday, August 11th. Start and finish out of Garden City Park, and they'll run out of the neighborhood just north of the park there.
Okay.
And signups are going on right now. All the information's available at the website, which is greatbaconrun.org.
Okay. And is this, in the past it was kind of graduated. The earlier you signed up, the cheaper it was. It became more expensive as you got closer to the event, right?
Correct. Yep. So right now, we launched registration on Christmas Day. We did a promo code through our website called Santa Loves Bacon. You're able to save $5 on your registration. And right now, the cheapest registration for the 5K is $35. So with that, and that cost is good through July 1st. So with that, you get your tech shirt, you get your guaranteed finisher medal, just like everybody got for the first couple years. And then with that, you'll have a variety of different options at the finish line. You'll get your complimentary water, banana, and then you'll get a variety of bacon snacks. So the nice thing about this event in Garden City is we have businesses that have already come on board to partner with us. Sports Venue is going to be our exclusive bacon sponsor, and they've been involved with the event the first 2 years. So they're going to offer, Lori and her staff are going to offer a handful of different bacon samples. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet on what those samples are.
Or the pig out of the bag.
Or the pig out of the bag.
Because cat bacon is not.
Yeah, right. Bottom line is, you run, we feed you bacon. That's the way we promote it. So, and again, we always like to emphasize that this is a walk just as much of a run.
Sure.
We encourage, individuals of any athletic ability level. If you've never ran, done a competitive run or walk before, come on out. We're going to be putting what we call couch to 5K training plans on the website. So that is a common theme, a common term that's used in the running world. So if you've never run and you're interested in getting in shape, or maybe improving your existing 5K time, we're going to be putting popular training models on our website that people can download.
Okay, very good. So again, it's greatbaconrun.org, right?
Correct, yep.
All right, and we'll have lots more information about that as time goes on, as we get closer. But again, that's not till August 11th. In the past, the race had been in June.
Correct.
So now it moves to August 11th. All right, so a little more time for people to get prepared. So it may be bitterly cold outside. Everything may be white and covered with snow. But it's not too late to start signing up to rent pavilions, correct? Or reserve pavilions.
Yep. So whenever the calendar year flips is when we always start our pavilion signups. And everybody who's been a resident in Garden City, and even outside the Garden City area, knows pavilion rentals at City Park are very busy. June, July, and August is our prime season. We start rentals always on the first business day of the calendar year. In this instance, it was January 2nd. So I've been told by my office, as I'm on vacation right now, that all the Saturdays and Sundays in August are already booked up.
Wow.
For the main pavilion.
Sure.
For the main pavilion. But so we have the main pavilion and 3 small pavilions. The main pavilion holds about 150 people. The small pavilions hold about 30 to 40. There is a small price increase for this year to offset some of the staffing, personnel that we've added in the parks to help maintain them. But yeah, everything can be rented in person at the parks office, located upstairs at the arena, and pavilion rentals are going on as we speak.
Okay. And you do this all over the phone? Because you can't do this online, right?
Residents can reserve over the phone. Non-residents, because they don't have to verify residency.
Okay.
So there is a big cost savings for residents versus non-residents.
Okay.
So if you're a resident and you want to rent a pavilion, you have to go into the office.
Oh, because you need to show your ID to prove you're from Garden City.
Correct.
Okay, very good. And when is the first... when do you start actually reserving and renting pavilions?
Typically, we've had early reservations as early as the end of April, but commonly they're right around early to mid-May.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, when the weather breaks.
Yep.
Okay. And when the weather breaks, it seems like softball just ended about 20 minutes ago, because you guys played very late this year, didn't you?
Yep. We went all the way to November 8th, if I'm not mistaken.
And you got away with it. I mean, other than a couple of bad days, you had decent weather for softball.
Yep, we lucked out, and Mother Nature was good to us this past fall. But it's, again, falling in line with pavilion rentals. When the calendar year flips, people start thinking about spring.
Sure.
Be it opening day for the Tigers or whatever program they're going to do. But we start softball signups next week, and just like we've done for the last 10 years or so, we always start with the spring session. It'll be a 14-game season. We'll offer leagues 6 days a week, every day except Saturday. Double headers. Umpire fees are always paid at the field, and we've done a lot of improvements to the fields. We've recrowned all 3 infields to all 3 major adult fields at the park. We've redone all the outfields, and we're also exploring possibility of funding can be secured for maybe adding a 4th field down the road. So that's on our bucket list right now, or our wish list, I should say.
And your program has really exploded in the last 5 years.
It has. We've been very fortunate with, our biggest competitor is Canton, and they offer 12 fields, and we're kind of a microcosm of what they offer. But, for what we do, we really try to focus just on good fields, good umpiring, good staff, and a well-maintained website. It sounds simple, but those are the things that people look for.
Right. They want information about rainouts.
They want information about rainouts. They want good field conditions. They want to know that their money is working for them. You know, for what we charge per game, and granted, there's 10 to 12 people on a team. We figure 20 to 25 on a field at any given time. We charge $50 per game per team. So every time there's a game taking place at Garden City Park, that's $100.
Right.
So, but those folks, you know, they can play anywhere. They could go to Canton where there's a lot more bigger amenities and facilities, and you know, we've been able to maintain our numbers pretty good.
But there aren't as many city-run leagues as there used to be. I mean, Garden City and Canton are one of the few towns that are still in the adult softball business.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. And Livonia offers a small league, nothing compared to what we offer. I've heard that Westland might be relaunching a program next year, so that might present some competition for us, which is good. I think competition is good and it always forces us to work harder. But right now, really the only primary players in Western Wayne County is us in Canton.
Right, right. And you have to juggle the effect of making sure there's enough space and fields available for GCYA also.
Correct, and that's a good problem to have. That's a good challenge, and I love it because that means our youth programming is strong. That means the volunteers that are running those organizations are doing a tremendous job and working very hard. So in the springtime, it's always a juggling act, you know, moving fields around and, you know, juggling rainouts between the youth association and the adult leagues. But we've got a great working relationship. I work very well with Dave Faricello and Joe Bandy and a lot of the folks on their board, and you know, we'll continue to do so in the future. Going
back to the softball signups, can you do that online or is that also in person?
That's in person. You can call in. You can call in to the Parks and Rec number 793-1882. And you can put down your deposit, or you can pay for the whole thing. But we only require a $100 deposit. And you can do that with a credit card.
All right, very good. Anything else going on? Obviously, people are still on the walking path. Doesn't matter how cold it is. People are out there using that walking path.
Yeah, it amazes me. Just the other day, I was in here doing payroll. I think it was on New Year's Day, and I think the temperature was well in the single digits, and there was a couple people out walking. And DPS, God bless their heart, had the path plowed from them from the day before. But yeah, people love that walking path.
All right.
So yeah.
So the first thing coming up though is Hockey for Heroes coming up on January 13th at 2 o'clock.
Correct. Yep. We have that. We also have the Learn to Skate and the Learn to Play programs going on at the arena, and those are ongoing signups. You can sign up anytime for those programs.
Okay.
The arena will be closing early this year because we're doing a major renovation with the arena, so we'll be closing down late April as opposed to May. And then we have softball signups ongoing right now, and that'll go through spring. And then a Bacon Run registration, you can sign up 24/7 on the website. You can go to the website or you can sign up in the parks office.
And real quick, to talk about that major renovation, replacing the cooling system that's been in place since the day the arena opened, correct?
Correct. So the existing equipment that keeps the ice cold has been there for almost 40 years. So thanks to administration, the mayor and council, they approved replacement of that equipment, and that'll take place this April. And it'll be ongoing throughout the whole summer.
So that will cost obviously a lot of money up front, but it'll make it a lot easier to run the arena and more cost effective to run the arena.
Correct. Yep. It'll be more efficient, and you know, we'll produce better ice. You know, one of the common complaints we get from hockey teams when you have a lot of games going on is our equipment doesn't freeze the ice as fast. So when you're running the Zamboni out there every hour, the new equipment will make better ice, and it'll maintain it better. So the players, the people on the ice will see that improvement right away. Okay. So we're thankful for that.
All right, very good. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to come out and talk to us. Good luck with the hockey game coming up. Good luck with the Bacon Run, and good luck with everything at Parks and Recreation.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for watching this edition of Omni Edition Garden City. I'm Dan York. Good night, everybody.